Finally, to the ABC and political correctness gone mad, or a colossal beat-up that's fit for a king. Here is the Daily Telegraph's front page splash from 11 days ago.
Checkmate.
Professional chess players and coaches have taken on the foolish ABC for wasting taxpayer dollars organising a radio segment discussing whether the board game is racist.
So why on earth did that story make front page news? And what was all the fuss about? Well, it had kicked off 2 days earlier when a radio producer on Afternoons with James Valentine rang chess player John Adams about a discussion they were planning for the programme about why white goes first in chess and whether it's another example of black coming off worse. An angry Adams refused to take part and then fired off this provocative tweet.
The ABC have taken the view that chess is racist, given that white always go first. Trust the taxpayer-funded national broadcaster to apply ideological Marxist frameworks to anything and everything in Australia.
As you can see, political correctness gone mad. And soon Australia's conservative culture warriors were queuing up to voice their outrage.
Yes, this is just total and absolute madness.
With Liberal Senator Jim Molan telling Sky's Chris Smith,
there is a bigger agenda here. We can laugh at idiots who talk about why white goes first or getting rid of Redskins. But this is a concerted effort to get rid of revenue out of conservative media and anything that looks like a conservative and destroy the conservative voice in this country.
Yes, seriously, it's a left-wing plot. And next morning, John Adams was sounding off again to 2GB's Ben Fordham.
All of this stuff is completely ridiculous. I mean, we've got big issues, that's facing Australia, and I don't want the ABC to be talking about this sort of nonsense.
By then, the ABC's stupidity was also causing jaws to drop on Nine's Today Extra, where the self-titled Sassy, switched-on Carla Bignaska was equally scathing.
I can't believe that we're actually spending taxpayers' money on having this debate on our public broadcaster. That is all I have to say about it. I think it's ridiculous.
Now, it's important to note that at this point, James Valentine's show with the segment in question had not even gone to air. And when he finally got behind the mic that day, he was bemused by the fuss.
There's been a lot of talk about the fact that the ABC, and specifically this program, Afternoons with me, James Valentine, were going to do a program where we declared that chess is racist. That's not actually what happened, and it's not actually what we ever intended to do. No, we weren't going to do that.
Valentine then explained how the idea had come about, starting with this tweet from a father teaching chess to his son, who had mused about changing the rule that white must go first, and had asked,
"Please help me understand whether this is a long overdue correction of past injustice or just political correctness gone mad."
That had kicked off a heated debate on social media, which Valentine wanted to follow up, as he eventually did on the programme, by interviewing Tasmanian state champion Kevin Bonham about white's #1 status, and concluding that race had nothing to do with it. Now, this may seem like a trivial or even ridiculous exercise, but as Valentine explained,
if you're a regular listener to this program, you would know that these are the sort of things we often do. The curiosities of human behaviour, some of the stuff that illuminates the little byways and the stuff that doesn't get a lot of stuff.
So, was that the end of the story? No, not at all. Cue a new wave of outrage from all the usual suspects.
I mean, the whole thing is just so insane.
It's crazy because you're paying for it.
We're all just pawns in a bigger game being played by the left.
And next day came that telly front page with a new accusation that the ABC was hating on popular confectionery, after Valentine made a couple of teasing comments about other areas of white privilege.
See, I think the KFC is racist, quite frankly. We'll be looking at that a little bit later. You know, if you're not musical and don't know the piano, when you're playing KFC, it's all the white keys. And I'm also going to advocate later that Minties come in white and black. It's just wrong.
Naturally, the telly failed to see the joke, perhaps deliberately, and went on the attack again. Valentine's chess discussion ran for about 7 minutes. The coverage on Sky, 2GB and Today Extra lasted 3 days and filled 30 minutes of airtime, while the telly filled several pages of news, plus comment from Tim Blair, James Morrow and Ray Hadley. And the story was so big, it even made it onto America's Fox News, and inspired Russia's former world chess champion Garry Kasparov to join the pile-on.
And in general, people said, I can't believe that the ABC, while there's so much going on, your pandemic, your job loss, your general decline in the economy are talking about this sort of thing. I can't believe that when a pandemic and a job loss, you're spending time talking about what we're doing. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But welcome to the culture wars.